Is really more like work. Part one was more fun on the canal. This is like work because now it's just trying to add the miles, but I'm doing it for you. My contractual obligation with PUCKIPUPPY has been over. I keep making videos to make sure that the product is still good, and I update you. And if for some reason this PUCKIPUPPY Husky Plus has an issue or a problem or whatever, I will continue to tell you what's going on. And I will say don't buy it anymore. But right now, I'm making videos with the PUCKIPUPPY Husky Plus for you. Hello, my friends. I hope you're having an outstanding, fabulous day. I am, because I woke up and look, where am I? Where am I? Yes, range test at the C&D Canal, Chesapeake City. My friends, thank you for being my friends. And if you're not a subscriber, boom, please smash that subscribe. Boom, please smash that like. What am I doing today? I'm giving the PUCKIPUPPY a retest. I'm giving the PUCKIPUPPY Husky Plus a retest. Chesapeake City to Delaware City. It's about 15 miles, a little over 15 miles, mostly flat terrain. We are going to go about 15 miles an hour, maybe a little bit of 20 here and there, but probably not. We're going to try to see if we can squeeze out at least 60 miles out of these two batteries. Two batteries, dual suspension, and nice, very comfortable ride. So that's what we're going to do. Now look, right here, this is my friend Jordan and his friend Grace. Look, he's got Quiet Cat right there. They were riding electric. Jordan was telling me that he was riding electric with his friend almost 20 years ago. They custom built bikes. His friend custom built bikes and made electric even before electric was electric, so to speak. That's so cool. We had the longest conversation. They just came back from the canal, and they said to me they've seen more electric bikes than ever before down here, and I said the same thing. I've already seen a ton of electric bikes. Velotrek, Avanton, and so it's going to be an electric day. So let's go give the PUCKIPUPPY a new test. We're starting out with 0 miles today. I can't remember. And we have all our battery bars. And I am not going to film that much unless we see something really crazy exciting, and maybe we'll see a container ship today. That would be outstanding if we do. But we're going to take it nice and gentle to Delaware City. Hi-ho, Delaware City. Now, I am going to give you a view of the water. The water is up because there ain't no wood in water, so the water is up. And there's always a breeze. There's always wind on the canal. And so today it's breezy. If you could see across the other side where the museum is, you'd see the American flag whipping. And so we're going to see a lot of people today. It was supposed to be sunny. It's like 70 degrees. It's a little chilly with the wind coming off the water. And we're going to see a lot of people today out living life. Hi there. Hi. Riding and walking. Hi. It is going to be a glorious day. It's a glorious day just because we woke up. We are in Delaware. I've been in Delaware for a while, a mile or so. We are nearing the 3 mile mark, and this is our first hill. And right over there is the Blue Bridge. So I've been pedaling almost the whole way in pedal assist 3, and thank gosh I got cardio, and thank gosh there is pedal assist because my knees are already a little sore. But without pedal assist, I'd never be able to do it, which is why I preach electric. I need 2 new knees. I could never, ever do this with a traditional bicycle. I need 2 new knees. I need bionic knees to be able to do this. So we have not even dipped into our battery bar. We've seen a lot of people, and I will say this. almost everybody that I've come across that is wearing spandex on a bicycle is either deaf or does not understand English. A couple of them do, but most of them do not. So I don't know whether, I'm gonna have to Google that. Is that like a thing? Spandex bicycle riders tend to be deaf and or do not speak English. I'm gonna research that. But everybody that I've seen on an electric bike and walking understands English and is not deaf. We are at the Blue Bridge. This is about the 4-mile mark from Chesapeake City. Hi there. See, he wasn't wearing spandex. About 4 miles, and we've been going about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, a little less than 30 minutes. So pedaling we are. Pedaling we are. So far I've pedaled the whole way. Hi there. On the way back, they have not fixed this yet. This is the death edge. You don't want to dilly-dally in this turn. On the way back, I may throttle all the way back, but I'm going to be able to give you, I have enough miles on this bike, I will be able to give you a really good estimation of distance after we finish this ride, of how much is left, because the battery bars die off faster, the last two, but I will be able to give you an estimate, because I'm not sure we're going to do a second day of this, because I love going fast. I am a speed freak, not a that was a very beautiful smile and hi, not a 13, 15 mile an hour person for too long. Here is our first switchback. Stable. Do 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 do. Boop. Nice simple 5 mile an hour turn. Oh, that wind. I'm actually sweating, so the wind is not horrible. Hi there.
Hello.
The wind is not horrible, but there's my man fishing. Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you all? It's cooling me down from the sweat. Hi. Pretty puppy dog. You're welcome. And we're coming up to the railroad bridge. So up ahead we have the marina and the restaurants and then the railroad bridge. And then the creamery after that. Hi. And then, we're going to go past the cemetery. I love the cemetery. I'll show you the cemetery. And then we will be in Delaware City. Second hill. Second switchback. We're throttling. My knees need help going up this sucker. I could do it if I had to, but why put myself through pain when we still have 25 miles to go? That ain't chump change, even on an electric bike. And if someone said, you're not getting any exercise, for the past almost 6 miles now, I've been moving my knees. I can tell you right now, I am getting some exercise, and considering the fact that I need 2 new knees, anybody who has severe arthritis knows that movement makes your joints feel better. So when you move your knees, gentle bicycling is one of the best things for helping keep you from being achy, along with Tai Chi and yoga. And there's a parking lot, and there's somebody having lunch. Now we're almost to the marina. All right, we are coming up to the restaurant and the marina. People park here and then they go each way. Hi.
Electric?
Yes, ma'am. Dual batteries. It saves my knees. I need 2 new knees, so I'm electric. Yeah, I don't need to ride a trike, but the company sent me the trike to make videos with. I like the bikes better because they go faster.
Oh, yeah. Like, is this pedal assist or is it pure? Does it go on all electric?
It's both. Yeah. So I've come from Chesapeake City.
Yeah.
And so it's like 6 miles. So I pedaled the whole way.
Yeah.
So when I get to Delaware City to turn around,
yeah,
I'll probably throttle back most of the way because my knees are already hurting.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm trying to do a range test for the battery and stretch it out as much as possible.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. Yep. I love. It's changed my life.
Really? Just being able to.
I created a YouTube channel to preach to people to get out and live life. Once I let me turn my. Actually, you're going to be in my video for a little. All right, I met my new friends. That was Mom, her daughter, and son-in-law. And the son-in-law, this is like his first bike ride since he's lost a lot of weight. And he's gotten more healthy, and they're out living life on traditional bikes. But they appreciated the electric bike, and I gave him a little thumbnail of my story about losing weight and discovering electric, and picked up 3 new subscribers, but I picked up 3 new friends. So whenever I see them on the trail, a big old hi and a smile. Of course, I do that for everybody because, well, you know what? Why not? It's easier to say hi and smile and make someone else smile than it is to growl. All right, we're at the marina. And my new friends, they're just going to ride. They're just going to ride and go wherever their wheels take them. I have a destination in mind. Delaware City. This is where I was rescued one time when my pedal crank kept falling off, which was really annoying. And the mechanic here let me borrow ratchet and tighten it on. Of course, I didn't tighten it enough and it kept falling off again. This is the marina. There's Electric Man right there. All right. My poor knees, they're already starting to swell up and get sore. Up the hill, up the hill, up the hill. I couldn't do this without electric. Oh, I see a beautiful shepherd. All right, there's the railroad bridge. Ain't no train coming right now. We have gone a little over 7 miles. A little less than 40 minutes or so. And we are on our way to the Creamery. Hi. And I'm still pedaling. No container ships, scary. There we are. The Golden Gate of Delaware. Probably can't see it. You can see it. You can't see it as good as me because that's just how the cameras are. We have gone almost 10 miles. The Creamery is right up ahead. A few hundred yards. I have been pedaling. And it's been rather enjoyable not filming as much and just taking in the sights, the fresh air, and talking to people. So we are 2/3 of the way to Delaware City. Hi. The Creamery, oh hell, the Creamery's probably 1,000 yards away. All right, we made it to my friend's ice cream shop, the Creamery. I was gonna stop on the way back. I think I'm gonna stop and stretch my legs here. We have done about 10 miles. 5 more miles and we will be in Delaware City. Hi there.
How are you?
I'm fine, how are you all?
Good, thanks.
Hi. We're gonna go get maybe a soda. Ice cream on the way back. All right, my friends, I've told you before, when you're riding on the canal, you have to stop and come in and see my friends at the Creamery. They have incredible ice cream. They also have pretzels and hot dogs and snacks and water and drinks and other things. And look, plenty of places to sit down and just take a break, watch the boats, take a rest, come to the Creamery. All right, we're going to Delaware City. We are within a mile or thereabouts, Delaware City. So we've gone a little over 14 miles and we are coming up on my favorite site along this trail, cemetery. I love this cemetery right here. It's always well groomed. And, oh, we got some electric. Trek electric. I love this place. I always stop here. African Union Church Cemetery. I've done this before in other videos. They rediscovered this in 1990 and then they restored it and turned it into this. It's always well manicured. It's always beautiful. They have placards talking about the history of who's buried here. It always looks gorgeous. And then here's electric people. I've seen more electric people on the canal today than any other time. I want you to ride by in my YouTube video.
Oh, sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Electric is outstanding. My YouTube channel is all about electric.
Is it?
Electric bikes, electric trikes.
Oh.
And you have a Trek mid-drive.
Yes.
Very nice bike. And electric.
This is the XP20. We have the 3.0 behind us.
Outstanding. Enjoy your ride.
Thank you.
My friends, I've seen more electric riders today than any other time on the canal. And you know I'm on this canal a lot. I love this place. My favorite place to stop on the canal. I'd love to know what they're 1800 stones. It's gorgeous. I love it. All right, let's go to Delaware City. All right, my friends, Delaware City. We have made it. About 15 miles we have gone, and I pedaled like 99% of it, and my knees hurt. My knees are swollen up already. And I'm going to give you a little tour of the waterfront because there's no wood and water. And then we're going to turn around and go back and finish this part of our range test. Hi. Here's the Delaware City Marina. Boats and more boats. And a crane for launching. Down the waterfront. last time I rode my bike on the sidewalk, I got ugly looks. Ooh. Are we going to do it again? Yeah, why not? We'll take the ugly looks. If I see people, I will get off the sidewalk. This is what I say to my friend Wayne. Not Wayne, oh my Lord. Brother Bruce. Signs everywhere, signs. Wayne, oh my gosh. Bruce, ignore the signs. You can ignore some signs. Should you ignore all signs? No, especially if it says don't go stand on the edge of the cliff. Edge of the cliff. That's a good sign to pay attention to. But no bicycles on sidewalks. Well, it's a tricycle. It's a trike. See how pretty it is? Isn't it though?
It really is. It's comfortable. That's like the mobile.
Electric trike.
I love it.
Electric mobility. I've come from Chesapeake City.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you came a long way.
I've gone about, I'm making a YouTube video. These are all my new friends. Now look, this is what I used to ride when I was young, a regular bicycle, but now I'm old and fat and I need 2 new knees, so I have electric. And that's why I ride electric, so I can do.
This is some trike, I love it.
PUCKIPUPPY is a brand, and this is called a Husky Plus. It's got 2 batteries, got suspension front and back. It's comfortable.
Cool.
Yeah, I stopped at the Creamery. You know where that is on the canal? It's a little ice cream shop. I stopped there and stretched. But yeah, I'm going to ride around here, check out Delaware City, and then go back.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, my new friends, they came from Jersey, and they wanted to go over to the fort across the water. And they were told that the ferry was going to run them across today, but they told me that the ferry's closed. So they came here, not that far away from Jersey. They said about 35 minutes. But their goal was to get over to there. I didn't even know they had a ferry that ran over there to the fort. It's an old fort. It's a museum. There's a big ship right there. That'd be pretty cool to see in the canal. On our way back, we're going to stop at the Creamery, get 1 scoop of ice cream. I'll show you that. And then I'm not going to show you anything else probably until get back to the truck and we wrap up the end of this part of the range test. My friend Mickey in the UK, my mate, he would like this to be done in 1 day. Now, if I ever meet Mickey, I'm going to say, Mickey, I want you to sit on the frickin' bike seat going 15 miles an hour for 60, 70, 80 miles at one time for a video. Not because your life depends on it, for a video. He ain't gonna do it. I already know. He's got a need for speed. He likes to go fast. He'll go daffy. He'll go daffy if he did it. So he will understand that my video is going to be a 2-day video this time. All right, my friends, look where we are. We came back. We're back to the Creamery. We're going to get 1 scoop of ice cream. Then we're going to go back to Chesapeake City, and we'll have done about 31 miles or so. And then I'll give you an update on how much battery life we have left. And we're probably going to do a day 2 range test. I'm going to get cherry vanilla. Maybe. All right, we're on our way back to Chesapeake City. I got 2 scoops of pretzel bark ice cream, which is so, oh my gosh, incredible. Whenever you're on the canal, stop at my friends and see them at the Creamery. They have the best ice cream.
And there's no crust. Hey, I like your bike.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that.
Where did you get it?
This is from PUCKIPUPPY. That's the company.
Huh.
They actually sent it to me to make YouTube videos with. And now you're in my YouTube video. It's called the Husky Plus.
Very good.
Dual battery, dual suspension, and I'm doing a range test today.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so I have a YouTube channel. I preach to people, get out and live life.
Yeah, really.
And if you
Don't die on the couch.
don't die on the couch. And if you can't ride a regular bike, get an electric bike.
Yeah, fine.
If you can't ride a bike because of mobility issues, get an electric trike. So,
Yeah, I had my first electric bike about 10 years ago.
oh, you are already electric. Good for you.
Yeah, well, I like to ride, and I had a hip operation, and I wanted to get back on
Yep.
quick.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure I could pedal, keep up with the group, but I could with electric, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Good for you. What's your name?
Joe Conway.
Joe? Bruce. Nice to meet you.
I'm on my second one now.
Keep living life.
There you go.
It's the fountain of youth. See that guy? He's young. He's already super healthy. Look at that. He's got that outstanding bike right there. Carbon fiber?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Very nice.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm from the era of steel.
There you go.
What steel? Actually, steel's coming back.
What?
Yes, it is. Steel is coming back.
He said steel's coming back.
It is coming back. It's making a return.
Rip. Chromoly?
Huh?
Chromoly? Chromoly steel. That's what the frames used to be
Yeah.
in the 90s, a good frame.
Weighing about 25 pounds.
Wow.
Coming back.
Oh, that's sophisticated steel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How much does that carbon fiber weigh? About 18?
That, as it is, 19 wide.
Wow.
It's incredible. Good for you, too.
Hey,
Living life.
if it gets you here, right?
Yes, and it's all about getting out anyway. It doesn't matter how you get out. It's just get out
Yep.
and do it. So, all right, gentlemen, happy Easter.
Take it easy. Stay out of the water.
Yes. Be safe.
All right, Fred.
All right, back to Chesapeake City. We got a big headwind. I don't remember this tailwind, but I feel this headwind. It looks like it's going to rain too, but it's not supposed to. We're going to pedal all the way back. Ooh, we can hear that wind whipping in the microphone. There's the Delaware Golden Gate Bridge. It's all about getting out and meeting people, living life. Get some sunshine, get some fresh air, get that headwind in your face. Say hi to people, talk to people. I'm on my third Insta Ace Pro battery. Look at that. I've been taking it easy on this trike. 25 miles and only one battery bar is gone. Can you see that? 25 miles, one bar. So we'll see how, we only got 5 more miles or so to go, and then we're going to be back to the truck. And I'll tell you, this is our last switchback. I'll tell you how we're looking. It might be a 3-day test. One biker that I saw is riding a brand new traditional bike, and he had chromo, he had steel, and it only weighs 35 pounds, which, you know, he's like, that's heavy. That's light compared to the old steel bikes. And he told me that he had an injury and that he actually has an electric bike that he bought so he could get out and live life. And now that his injury is pretty much resolved itself, he wanted to get back out and ride a regular bike. So he rides both now. And so electric helped him recover. Now, he was always a traditional bicyclist, and he went to electric to help him with his rehab. And that's just pretty incredible. So he rode all the way from Wilmington, Delaware down here. So he was cranking it today with his regular bike. So his first day out riding with that bike after electric, that's pretty incredible. made it back. Chesapeake City, 30.5 miles so far, and only 2 battery bars gone. Let's wrap up part 1, because there's got to be part 2 now. Holy guacamole. Yes, there's got to be part 2. We're going to do part 2. Indecision. Very cute pups.
Oh, appreciate it.
All right, let's see that. I can't even use the word that I want to use to describe that right there, because there ain't no double parking here. This is a new phenomena that I've just seen today. Now, can I go out the front? Yes, but these don't say it, Bruce. Don't say it. These guys here pulled right up on my hitch. Now, nice Bruce is going to pull his truck up and load up my stuff. But the old Bruce would be doing something different, and he'd be talking differently on this YouTube. I've changed, but this really annoys me. And my man's got a vulgar bumper sticker right here that is like, dude, really? I'm venting, and I shouldn't. 30.6 miles, and we only used 2 bars. That's incredible. Now, if we extrapolate, that's a 90 miles is what we're going to do. Nope. But I was going to be hopeful and happy with 60 miles. I think we're going to do between 60 and 70 miles. And so this range test has to continue for day 2. Sorry, Mickey, my mate in the UK. So this is the end of part 1. I hope you enjoyed this part. I hope you enjoyed the sights. I really hope you enjoyed the people, because the people was the most important part of today. All right, my friends, this is just the end of part 1, but I'm still going to say it. Smash the subscribe, smash the like, share my video, tell your friends I love you. Now I'm going to move my truck. This is take 2. Hello, my friends. I hope you're having an outstanding, fabulous day. I woke up and it is nice here. It's kind of overcast, but there's still some sun breaking through, and it's 67 degrees. What are we doing? Part 2 of our PUCKIPUPPY Husky Plus test. And I'm going to have to talk either real loud or have the camera right underneath my mouth today because I forgot my microphones. I didn't put them in my case, and I'm not going to go home. I'm going to try to knock out 30 miles. We have 30.6 miles here and only 1 bar gone. It recovered a little bit resting overnight, so we're going to try to get 30 miles today. I'm not going to show you that much because the sound's going to be crappy because I'm just using a microphone on the Insta360 Ace Pro. I'll show you only the exciting parts, and this is really more like work. Part 1 was more fun on the canal. This is like work because now it's just trying to add the miles, but I'm doing it for you. My contractual obligation with PUCKIPUPPY has been over, but I continue to make videos. Why? Because I have a link in my description that you can use to save money. Use my link, save some money, benefit the channel. I keep making videos to make sure that the product is still good, and I update you. And if for some reason this PUCKIPUPPY Husky Plus has an issue or a problem or whatever, I will continue to tell you what's going on, and I will say don't buy it anymore. But right now, I'm making videos with the PUCKIPUPPY Husky Plus for you. Not for PUCKIPUPPY anymore, but for you. So today, my butt's going to take another 30-some miles for you. So we're going to ride on the VA, we're going to ride on Perryville, we're going to ride in the Perryville Park. Let's go. All right, I am going to tell you this, my friends. I've only gone 50 feet, and we already dropped down to the second battery bar being gone. So that's how we ended up yesterday. 30.6 miles and 2 battery bars gone. So we're on track really for between 60 and 70 miles. I'm confident of that. Are we going to do 90 miles? No. 60 to 70 miles, I think so. So I'm going to give you a tour of the park for those who haven't seen it. And then after that, a tour of the VA fishing area. And then you ain't going to see much until I have something dramatic to show you or an update for the mileage. So we're going to go over here today, sometime today. Throttling right now. There's the river. Can you see the river? Down by the river we go. It's low tide, I can tell by the rocks and the shoreline that's showing. And then straight ahead is the VA, the Veterans Administration, hospital and parking and fishing pier down here we're going to see, and housing. It's housing all over there. So we're going to go there. Then you can see the ball fields. It's a pretty big park, pretty popular. And there's the water, because there ain't no wood and water. Well, there's people out there fishing. We are going to be in pedal assist 4, and we're going to be doing mostly pedaling again. And we're going to have a majority of flat terrain, but we're going to have some ups and downs. Pavilion, basketball courts, a big fishing pier down here to the right, down the back cliff, I call it. Oh, I have not seen kite flyers in freaking years in person. There's some people trying to fly kites. It is a little windy today. I'll be curious how the sound comes out just talking into the camera mic. Might all be a bust. I might have to do a Gary Webster style talk over. Fishing piers down there. We're headed to my area where I normally ride early in the morning, come sit and drink my coffee and look out over the water and contemplate life. Bat box on that pole. Wire bat's good. They ate mosquitoes. This is my observation bench right up here. I always come up here. Better put two hands on because you'll go right over the edge right there. And I look out over the water. Yes, right over the edge. Boom. Easy come, easy go. Cute puppy dog. You can see some, well, you can't see. Beautiful house on the river on the other side. Hi there. And oh, it's windy. I'll be curious how that sound pops up. And here's a kayak launch. You soon will have kayaks out here that they leave. You can rent, lock them up, press in step, blah blah blah. Right there, kayak beach. We have gone about 5 miles, and we're dipping into another battery bar. So the way it's looking, we're gonna do about 60 to 70 miles max, which is still very impressive. My best other trike with one battery has done like 35, between 35 and 40. So this one really is expected to do 60 with 2 batteries. Now, fishing pier. They're catching all the fish in the river. It's a great day for fishing, and there's a bunch of them out there fishing. Can you see? Fishermen, vets, and others. Now we are on the VA. They don't have semi cliffs. Oh, look at all that driftwood, boy. You can make some good stuff out of that. And then across the river, which you probably can't see very well, is Haverty Grace. And then there are the buildings and the hospital and everything. Is that beautiful? No cliffs on this part of the land. We are on the Mason-Dixon Trail. Which is so funny because I saw it on a map that it's the Mason-Dixon Trail, which is public property, belongs to the world. And did you see a sign before we entered on this stretch? Authorized personnel only. That's why you ignore signs. That's why you don't be afraid to ignore signs. Now here's like housing for people. Oh. We have gone about 6.5 miles, dipping between 2 and 3 battery bars, and we are leaving Perry Point. And there's the train bridge, which you all seen before. Rogers Tavern on the National Register of Historic Places. And if you watched any of my other videos, George Washington traveled this road. George Washington's traveled every darn road on the East Coast. We're getting ready to take a break, stretch our legs. We've done about 10 miles and we've only lost 1 bar. I'm expecting between 60 and 70, more so now than ever. So we're going to stretch our legs and get back at it. All right, we came home for batteries, and then we just decided to finish off this ride in my community. So we've been going and going and going and going and going. How far? We have 60.7 miles, and we're fluctuating between 1 bar and no bars. So we're probably going to get around 61, and then I'm going to call it because I don't want to kill the battery. But that's pretty good range. That's going to be a world record, because I don't know of any factory trike that can go this far as the Husky Plus. And with me and gear 310 pounds or so, that's pretty good. A lightweight rider, could you hit 110? Yes, if you were going slow, pedal assist 3 or less, and you weighed around 150 pounds, you probably could break 110 miles. But I'm pretty content with breaking 60 miles. So let's finish it off. There she is. The PUCKIPUPPY Husky Plus. Dual battery, 20 miles an hour, dual suspension. I like it. I love it. It's nice. 2 days. We are finished our range test. We're fluctuating between no bars and 1 bar, and we have 63 miles. I hope you enjoyed that range test. This is actually a more fair range test because we didn't ride it like we stole it, and we did a bunch of hills the last 30 miles. So we did like 30 miles of mostly flat, 30 miles of some hills, keeping it mostly around 13, 15 miles an hour. And remember, I've gained some weight. I gained some weight. All my other range tests was when I was around 250. My cancer scare, I went on a eating binge, and now I'm like 290, 295. So with my pack on this bike, she had about 310 pounds that she was pulling. 63 miles. That's outstanding. There is no other trike that I know of that comes from the factory other than the PUCKIPUPPY Husky Plus that can go that far. And with a rider, say half my weight or thereabouts, doing similar, could you break 110 miles? Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's how all the companies' range tests are defined, with a very light rider, probably like a $150, $180 rider. So what kind of grade does the PUCKIPUPPY Husky Plus dual battery get for the extended range? A+. The average person, 99% of the riders are never going to ride 60 plus miles. They're never really going to ride more than 40, most of them. This trike will take you the distance. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you for being my friends. Thank you for being my subscribers. And if you're not, boom, please smash that subscribe. Boom, smash that like. Smash, 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 smash that like. Share my video and tell your friends. And until next time, I love you all. See ya!